Welcome to another episode of Trending Niches. I actually found a lot of trends this week, so I've got an interesting episode ahead, but a couple of announcements before I get into those. First of all, thank you very much to everyone who's been a member of this channel. There's a few of you who've now reached a full year of being a member. I've seen some of the badges pop up, and that's really exciting, and I greatly appreciate your support. In case you didn't know, as a channel member, you get early access to some of my videos, including these trending niches, and you also get access to some exclusive graphics that you can use commercially, as well as priority replies to your comments. The second thing I wanted to talk about is that Flying Research, the tool I'm using to find these Amazon trends, has currently got a birthday sale for a limited time of 40% off. So definitely check that out. It will be linked below. And I'm also hosting a giveaway for their birthday in celebration of an ultimate bundle, which is essentially all of the tools that Flying has on offer combined in one bundle. One lucky winner will get this package in a few days. I'll leave the sign up link for the giveaway in the description as well. It's completely free to enter the giveaway, and the winner will be drawn on the 9th of March. And by the way, for anyone who's been missing Milo, here he is. This week he was the CEO of Finding These Trends, so you can be sure this episode is going to be a good one. And there's the traditional yawn. So Milo told me there is some current trends that you need to avoid because they could pose a threat to your account. The first one being this right here. I typed in teach into the seller trends tab because I noticed a lot of new designs selling with that keyword. So right here we've got peace, love, teach. I will drink coffee here or there. I will drink coffee everywhere. And these sorts of phrases and design styles are off limits. Why is that? Because they're related to Dr. Seuss. That's a brand, an intellectual property, and it's actually Dr. Seuss Day, or it was Dr. Seuss Day on the 2nd of March, and that's why these are trending. And it's a bit hard to identify, but generally this sort of blue-red color scheme and the red and white stripy hat are some, common patterns or identifiers of these designs. There's quite a few about reading books as well, so I've typed in read right here, and some of the newcomers selling related to Dr. Seuss is this one right here. I would read books here and there. I would read books everywhere. We've got on the places you'll the places you'll go. Again, the places you'll go when you read. This one not allowed. Driven to read, I think, is also Dr. Seuss related, as well as this one. It's a good day to read a book. We've got the little hat symbol right here, and these fish, I think, are also to do with it. So yeah, these are a bit harder to identify. But just stay away from these sort of reading and teaching phrases at the moment because they're only trending due to Dr. Seuss. Another new emerging trend that I noticed is Helldiver. However, this, if you just do a quick Google search, turns out to be a new video game. So any of these designs that are popping up with this skull logo or the words Helldiver are definitely off limits and could get you into trouble. And another big trend right now that I would personally stay away from is Hello Darkness, my old friend. This is trending in multiple niches. So first of all, in relation to the solar eclipse, and also with St. Patrick's Day designs. And the reason I would avoid this is because there's literally a song called Hello Darkness, my old friend, and it's a very popular song. It's just too dangerous, at least for Amazon merch. I would definitely stay away from it. Yes, there's a lot of designs selling right here, but that doesn't mean if you try and upload this that you won't get a rejection. Like, it's never a guarantee. Whilst it might seem harmless, probably is actually a danger to your account. Many of these designs are newly posted and they could still be removed in future. Speaking of solar eclipse, the first trending niche that you can target this week is definitely the solar eclipse trend, because that is one of the best selling niches at the moment. And the solar eclipse, as you can see in this design, is not happening until April 8th, 2024. So we've got about another month. Obviously, the earlier you enter this sort of trend, the better. But if you're creative, the volume is definitely here to still get a lot of sales. And there is still a lot of new designs popping up, not just the Hello Darkness ones, there is other ones as well. So as you can see, 6,000 BSR, 7,000, 9,000, 10,000, 17, 25, 26. There's so many shirts doing incredibly well. I would suggest to you to try and think outside the box, do some further research into this topic. If you just do a design that says, solar eclipse and the date, you're probably going to struggle to get sales. if you can be more creative, you might have an easier time. Some of the designs that we can see right here that look a bit more unique is this one with Texas and this specific art style. I do like this dinosaur over here on the right hand side with sunglasses in front of the solar eclipse, and this graphic also looks amazing. Very, very cool style for sure. Then we've got 2024 Indiana, so different locations. Could be way too niche down in this. One thing I definitely wouldn't do is add the NASA logo on there. That's going to get your account banned very quickly. And here's a quick peek at the seller trends for solar eclipse. So this is showing recently posted designs that have started selling. That might give you some inspiration as well, because it literally shows how to enter this niche with a new design. I know some of these are very, very basic, but I'm guessing those people are probably running ads. I don't know how else you would get a low BSR with such a basic design in this niche. We've got a unicorn over here. So that is a cross niche example. I've got a cat again, although cats, I've seen a lot of cats in the solar eclipse niche already. This "Hello Darkness, my old friend" phrase is totally being overdone. This design stands out to me. Total solar eclipse, April 8th. In the groovy style, and then the O being replaced with the solar eclipse thing. That is a style that I haven't seen much in this niche, so that is a potential thing worth looking at. Although 2024 is very hard to read in this, I don't know why that messed up. Then we've also got Texas popping up quite a bit. We've got Hardy, Cleveland, Ohio over here again, Louisiana. We've got Bigfoot, total solar eclipse. So Bigfoot always works if you mix it with a trend. There's another design with him, Totality Monkey. I don't know what that is, but I've not seen that phrase before, so maybe that is a sub niche worth looking at. And lastly, another design style that I would avoid is this Pac-Man theme right here. Definitely inspired by an intellectual property, so I would stay away from it personally. And I love this circular design. It looks absolutely amazing and definitely stands out in these search results. Have not seen anything in that format, and the color scheme is amazing. Trend number 2 that I found for you is sort of mainstream, but also not really. So this is definitely lesser known than the solar eclipse trend. Vote like your daughter's rights depend on it. And this is a sub niche essentially for the election. And if you scroll down, there is 176k, 188k BSR, and these shirts are very recently posted at the end of February. I also like that the first design that shows up is actually sort of an alternative version where the word "like" is crossed out, makes it slightly more funny. Then over here, we've got another one with 250k BSR posted February 17th, 2024. So as you can see, there's a lot of shirts right here that are selling that have been posted in the past couple of weeks. So definitely a new and emerging trend with pretty low competition on Amazon that you could consider entering. By the way, in case you're wondering how I'm getting all of these extra stats and the keywords down here, long tail keywords, etc., I'm using a free Chrome extension called Productor for Merch by Amazon, which I would highly recommend to anyone. Even if you're not selling on Amazon, you can use this to help with your research. Next up here, we've got a trend that is also very new, it's emerging, and it is somewhat related to Easter, I suppose. It's "He is risen." Riz is sort of a new slang word that's become popular over the past couple of years, so that probably helps with this being a newer trend. And then it's mixing it with Jesus and basketball. Don't ask me why exactly, but as you can see, all of these designs have a new badge. All of them, or many of them, are selling incredibly well. We've got 27k BSR, up to 140 in the first 2 rows. That's massive. And yeah, they're all somewhat similar, which typically would make me think it's from a TV show or something like that, but I didn't find anything. I think it's just a meme, because it does make sense for Easter, this trend. And also the phrase itself, there's no trademarks to be found, so in my opinion this niche is safe. And yeah, it almost seems too good to be true with so many new listings that are selling so well. But it's coming up to Easter, and this is definitely a funny design that's sort of meme worthy, so I could see why this is doing well. The biggest trend on Amazon right now by far is definitely St. Patrick's Day, and we do have another couple of weeks of this trending. However, it's also the most competitive trend at the moment, so you are going to have to find sub niches and not just look at the best sellers, copy them, and be done with it. So rather than scrolling through these, they do all have a very, very low BSR, and they're good for inspiration in terms of the design styles, I would say. But rather than just looking through the best sellers, I'm also going to look through the seller trends. So right here, we're going to see the most recent sellers of newly published listings in this niche. I've sorted this by newcomers, by the way. Turned the BSR rank down and sorted it by newest at the top. We can look out for some sub-niche ideas or patterns. Now, one pattern that I definitely notice is this Gone Git down here with St. Patrick. They all look very similar, these designs. I don't see a problem with them. Like, I wouldn't know why this would be disallowed on Amazon, but just the fact that all of these look so similar does scare me off a little bit. So yes, this is sort of a St. Patrick's Day sub-niche that seems to be trending. Lots of new listings selling, but at the same time proceed with caution because there might be something wrong with this. I'm just not sure what. I can't put my finger on it. I looked on Google, I checked trademarks, but I couldn't see anything obvious. Let me know in the comments what your opinion is. I quite like this design because it stands out from the rest, with it being in that sort of playing card style rather than, you know, copying the same exact layout. Then I've seen a few of these. Cat Nap right here. This is for the same topic that is related to a TV show, so stay away from this. One theme that I definitely noticed though that we can tap into is the Kiss Me I Am. So the most common phrase is Kiss Me I'm Irish right here, but you can spin that and apply many different things to it. So we've got Kiss Me I'm a Blonde. I love redheads, so we could do the same with Kiss Me I'm a Redhead, maybe. I also saw another newcomer earlier. Where is it? Right here. Kiss Me I'm Asian. Right, so that seems to work too. There is a lot of designs that say prone to shenanigans and malarkey, prone to shenanigans squad. That seems to be working with new listings, but at the same time I feel like that's very competitive. The whole shenanigans keyword is quite a popular one and a well-known one in the St. Patrick's Day niche. So yeah, that phrase I wouldn't pay too much attention to. Then we've got 0% Irish on the right, which I think is pretty funny. Here we've got Irish Goodbye Expert. By the way, when I found a phrase like this, and I think, you know, potentially this could be a way to approach this niche, what I typically do first is open it up on Amazon and then check the title for trademarks with the Merch Informer Trademark Check Chrome extension. You can get this for free as well, and then just click on this first button. It's going to check class 25 for trademarks, and in this case we've got Irish Goodbye being flagged up. Now, just because it's being highlighted doesn't necessarily mean it actually applies to us. If we open this up, click on the serial number, what can we see right here? Click on goods and services. This is protecting clothing, namely shirts. Okay, so it is definitely affecting us. I would not sell that design on t-shirts because it is definitely trademarked. Irish Goodbye is unfortunately off limits. I quite like this one right here as well, Shamrock Crusher. I did see a lot of monster truck designs doing very well, but those were general monster truck designs. So mixing a popular evergreen niche with St. Patrick's Day can definitely work, and also mixing two trends together that are happening at the same time. So if anyone can think of a way to mix St. Patrick's Day with solar eclipse, maybe that would get you some additional sales, or, you know, provide a lower competition niche. I don't know if it actually exists, but that's sort of a random idea that came off the top of my mind. And here we go, another interesting sub niche would be Happy St. Patrick's Day, and yes, it's my birthday, so you can target people whose birthday is on St. Patrick's Day. There we go. That's my thought process scrolling through these results right here. Always make sure to double check for trademarks, and also, you know, type in the phrase on Google in case it is linked to any song lyrics. And another niche that I wanted to point out quickly is colon cancer, because it is the month of colon cancer awareness during March. As you can see by the top seller, there's a lot of potential here. We've got a 14K, 18K, 20K BSR, so many sales happening right now. I would be careful with designs like this that have the F word in there. Yes, they might be applicable and make sense, but at the same time, merch does not like profanity. This listing was added 865 days ago. At that point in time, it might have still been okay to list swear words. At this point, like, I wouldn't do it because you are most likely going to get rejections. But obviously, a lot of these designs incorporate the blue color scheme, blue ribbons, and some of them will also be posted on blue as the primary thumbnail, which is a good strategy because literally the idea for this is that you wear blue during the month of March to raise awareness for this topic. So yeah, check it out. Colon cancer currently trending on Amazon. Moving on to the Redbubble trends, the first one I found for you is Girls Invented Punk Rock. Only 39 results in this niche and fairly simple text-based designs which should be easy to recreate. Quite a few of them are showing on a green background, so bear that in mind when you're creating your listings. But yeah, not much else to say about this niche. Take a look at it. It is currently trending on Redbubble. Next up, we've got a bit of an evergreen niche that seems to be trending for some reason. So this is wood turning, a topic I hadn't heard of before, but it does exist. So 277 results, which is quite small for an evergreen niche on Redbubble, and we get a variety of different designs. Wood turning and dogs make me happy. That's a cool scalable phrase right there. It's a great day for wood turning. All I need is Jesus and wood turning. So cross niching and the typical sort of evergreen funny phrases do seem to work right here. Check out this niche. It's got a lot of cool relevant keywords as well at the top that you can check out on the Redbubble page, as well as at the bottom there's some related searches which could be good for sorting out your listing data and adding some relevant keywords. And then we've got top of the muffin with just 30 results, so another micro niche right here. And many of these results don't actually have muffins on them. Some of them are not related, which is a good thing, I suppose. Top of the dude chain, I was in the pool, I don't know. Yeah, but some of these do have muffins in them and the phrase attached. The designs could definitely be improved upon, so you can do a better job right here for sure. I'm not exactly sure why this is trending, but I guess the top of a muffin is usually the best bit. That's probably what the design is referring to. So yeah, nice and easy, funny phrase in a food niche, and there is some interest in this on Redbubble at the moment. And lastly, here we've got snow blower. Again, we've got the trending arrow. It's got 45 results, and you know, the idea is fairly simple at the moment. A lot of people might be experiencing snow, so these snow blowers are going to come out. And yeah, for anyone who's like really excited about them or loves getting out their snowblower, this sort of shirt might be a good gift idea. And yeah, there's not much else to say about it. I quite like this design on the hat. I blow the neighborhood, you know, just a bit of adult humor added to it. That can usually work well. Let's get plowed. That I think also works well for the farming niche, that phrase. So yeah, take a look at this. Quite an interesting topic that I had never considered. I bet these can do all right as at least like a seasonal winter niche in a sense. I can't see this doing very well in summer, to be honest, but it should get you some consistent sales throughout the winter months. Make sure to check out this video next for some low competition evergreen niche ideas.